here in France and almost every public institution, we can see a beautiful slogan of this country and its government. The first word is liberty, the second is equality, and the last is fraternity. Is a kind of special relationship between male human beings. Today we would indeed hear a story about liberty, about liberation, about liberation of people's conscience, about the liberation of homosexual people, homosexual orientation, and about violence, as every liberty is quite strongly related to violence. But in this case, it's a bit special. It's not a revolution where people are dying people are executed after, but violence which is written, violence which is in the books, and violence which is exerted to the book by government and society, violence exerted via censorship. So we're gonna be discussing the book called The Naked Lunch by William Burrough. That's why I'm partially naked and why I'm taking lunch. Bon appetit and good morning. If you never heard about this book, the content might really surprise you. Really surprise if you open the corners of this beautiful edition. What would you see is a collection of 1001 morbid story involving sexual violence, strong sexual violence, a lot of drugs, some dark surrealism, a lot of medical terms related to different mental diseases and disorders, and a lot of other things that are so terrifying, so horrible, that they're just beyond all the power of your imagination. But why write this book? Why this book was written? Why this was written exactly in this very devised way? To understand this, we need to more understand the context of the America where this book was written and where it was banned originally, and then took a long process to liberate itself and be available for American reader. William Burrough is one of the key characters, one of the most important writers and ideologues of the Beat Generation. The Beat Generation formed itself just after war in a very different kind of America that we know it today. They were a place for large economic wealth, so basically everybody turned to really rich, really having a lot of goods, like everybody could afford themselves, almost everybody. It was normal to be able to afford yourself a good car, a good townhouse, to have a wife, and several children. children. Sorry for this. Sorry, my French. But at the same time, with the strong economic growth, the ideologist the control of ideology has grown, has also grown really strong. America in this time was a really conservative country. And for example, even sometimes the sense of kisses were banned in the films. It's not nothing to. I think I don't really need to tell about being naked or half naked on the screen. Later, one of Burroughs' friends and also a key personage character of Beat Generation, John Kerouac would say that 50s were the age of American dream betrayed, because in fact there was no liberty. All the minds of people, their goals in their lives were totally controlled by this ideology of harsh materialism, of economic wealth, and so the Beat Generation, of course, was opposed to this ideology, and what they tried to show to people is that we can live differently. Because later I would also bring up the quotation, if I believe this, of Charles Bukowski. Later in late 70s, he would say, not as many people understand this, but in during 50s, you had got no choice. You had to have a car, a townhouse, a wife, and several children. There was no choice that you can take. And the main goal of Beat Generation in its creations, in its literature, its poetry, was to show to people that we can live differently. That you have, in fact, a choice. You don't have to work all your life for the economic wealth and the prosperity of your children. That's not the only way you can undertake. And in these terms, Burroughs have attacked the imagination of American reader like nobody else. His dark surrealistic stories explore the themes of control, of homosexuality, and of liberty. This book was banned, was in fact the last book that was tried to be, that was censored in United States. It had been originally published in Paris in 1959 by editions called Olympia Press, and was banned the same year in United States when one of Burroughs' friends wanted to resell it in America. It have taken a long 9-year process to make this book free, make this book available, and this one was kind of a really great weapon. Of course, the ideology of 50s by this time was already not so strong that it was kind of slowly dying. But the real victory is the victory of this book. That victory that the book was liberated, that it was available to read and available to sell in America. In fact, this beautiful piece of literature is really strongly relied to the liberation of gay people in America. Look, the year 1968, the end of this year, this book is finally available in bookshops and libraries of all the United States. And the 1969, if I believe, yeah, just a year after, we have the event, the fight with the police, which was taking its absolutely usual at this time raids on gay bars in New York, which is now celebrated as the International Day of LGBT community. So that's how this book, a collection of sometimes absolutely disgusting stories, with dirty perversions, violence, and some explicit sense of drug addiction and injection. That's how it has become one of the most valuable, one of the most important writings in 20th century history. Because simply no liberation is possible, no liberation of man is ever possible without the liberation of his mind, of his imagination, and of course of his writings. Thanks you for listening, and have a good day.